welcome to the Anti-Reality
Welcome back,
Podcast, the
ladies
number one
and gentlemen.
podcast. Wait, wait, I thought I was doing it. Okay, no, sir. I'll let you
Well,
do
we
it. I'll
never
let you do it. My
discussed who
bad,
was
my bad.
going to do it.
Sir, my bad, my
Yeah,
bad. Sorry.
all right then.
It's been 2 months, bro. We've been rusty,
And
you know.
not a problem. Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyways, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the number one podcast in Ireland, where we go into reality and talk about whatever we want. I am Usman, alongside the co-host Abdullahi, and this is the Into Reality Podcast, episode number 65. Shout out to iPhone 65. So, what's good with
uh,
you?
I'm just good. Life is good, you know. College is not good, but we're making it through in it. But it is what it is, man. As you can see from my profile picture, it's just pain.
Yeah, college
But that's
is
uh,
an absolute
but that's
service.
because of football. Liverpool this season have been giving me pain in it. But then again, I really don't care. Like if we do shit, if we do bad this season, because we already won a trophy, so like, that's it. So that's all that matters. Won the Community Shield. So even we didn't go trophy. Even if we don't win anything from now on, it's not like a trophyless season. So we good.
Yeah, it seems like the Liverpool are not doing the best that they normally should be doing every year. But yeah, three nil loss against Brighton. I just wonder what's going wrong with Liverpool. I'm just confused because Liverpool is just that team that always competes, always wins trophies every season. But this time round, it's not
Well,
going your way. So since
well, that's
you're a
easy.
Liverpool fan here,
Well, that's easy. We just have no
what's going
midfielders, bro.
wrong?
That's it, man. Like I swear, like they always say the battles are won and lost in midfield, and we just have no midfield. So that's why we keep losing games in it. Pretty much, that's it. Like we just
Well,
have, like it's just like it's Henderson, Thiago, and Fabinho, and they're just old in it. We need fresh legs, and we refuse to buy any midfielders. Like we focus more on attack and defense. We also come to neglect the midfield because think about it, right. We bought like I saw the stat like we bought 200. We spent 220 million on attackers. We only spent like 20 million on flipping what's playing midfielders, and that was Thiago who was like 29. That's the problem, man. We're just not buying midfielders, but that's FSG for you. Anyway, speaking of sports, right? Also, what's your favorite sport to
I
play,
was to
man?
go through every midfielder. You tell me if they're it, if they're mid, or they're just terrible. So
Okay,
Henderson,
he's mid, mid,
Fabinho.
mid between mid and terrible. He's mid as well, man. He's gone. His legs are gone, bro. The thing is he has no competition, so I think he could just like have like a stinker after a stinker and like because there's no one else who's gonna play CDM, so he's just mid right now. Like he's a world class player, don't get me wrong, but he's just his performances in these past few days are just mid.
Okay, Thiago.
Thiago, he's good, but sometimes man he can have a stinker. Like today he had a stinker as well, man. But yeah, he's good. It's just like
I
there's no one
saw a
else to
page.
help him in it. Like he has to do everything himself now.
I saw a page that said Thiago's good, but his only issue is he gets injured every now and then.
Yeah, that's one problem as well. Like the doctors in Watford and Liverpool are really bad. Like they're waiting for me to come in and be the head doctor, you know. But before that, when I become a trauma orthopedic surgeon, hopefully, inshallah. But before that, man, we need to get better. What's again, medical staff, because we just keep having injuries. Because now, remember, in our attack, we have Firmino's who's out, we have Joshua's out, and Luis Diaz out. Now, because of them, we have Oxlade Chamberlain as playing as a left wing in 2022, 2023. Sorry, my bad. And then Happy New Year's, boys. We have Oxlade Chamberlain playing as a left wing, and a guy who doesn't like playing left wing. Remember, because when he was in Arsenal, he didn't like playing as a winger. He always wanted to play as a CM, right? In midfield.
Yeah,
So
I
we have to
remember
play
that.
him as midfield. So you know it's not looking good. And then once again, our midfield, bro, we just have like youngsters and old people. Like that's it. It's either you're old or young. Like no in between. I didn't like defense, bro. Our defense is still good, bro. But like since our midfield is just trash, well, what's again? They don't support it. Cause we have like Ibrahim Konate, one of the best youngsters in center as a centre back. Cause he was so like even remember when he played for France in the World Cup, he was so good, mashallah, man. I love the guy. He's now my favorite player at Liverpool, which is because number one because he's Muslim and because his surname his name Ibrahim because it's my granddad's name. But yeah, man, I haven't had a favorite player in Liverpool since Coutinho left. So which was what 20. When did Coutinho leave? 2018, right?
Yeah, January 2018.
Yes. Oh, I've had it for like what 3 years. So yeah, man, he's my favorite player now. We have Van Dijk, even though Van Dijk's slowly regressing, but that comes with age. I said Trent, he's playing better now defensively than we did at the start
Solid.
of the season, and obviously Allison, who's one world class player. But yeah, our midfield is the problem in it. That's what I have to say. We have to fix the midfield, and if you can fix that issue, I say we'd be a better team. But yeah, but I say it's not going to happen because FSG don't spend money. But that's just football, man. Like it's our turn to take the L now. We've been laughing at other teams, so we just gotta take the L and just rebuild in it. Oh yeah, speaking about rebuild, Chelsea are playing trash right now, right?
Thank God they are.
Yeah, yeah. The owner is American, right?
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, you know how people are making jokes that he thinks that Chelsea are run like an American club. And speaking of that, now this is where we're going to the next segment, right? Usman, do you watch any other sports besides football? And be honest.
Not as much as football, no.
Oh, so you do watch other sports. Obviously, I watch football. Is the sport I watch the most, but I watch
Yeah.
NFL. Like currently now, it's football season in America, and I watch basketball. But I mostly watch the playoffs because the regular season is just too boring. Unless it's like a hyped up match. What about you?
Yeah, I might watch an NBA game if it's like the best of seven, like towards the finals, like if it's the best of seven series, if we're gonna find out who's gonna win the NBA World Championship. I probably watch the Super
Oh no.
Bowl as well. If anything's good happening at the halftime show, I watch Formula One from time to time. I probably watch Formula One more than the other sports.
Oh really? I
Yeah,
never thought of you as a
football's just
Formula
top
One
tier.
guy. I actually never thought of you as a
I
Formula
was
One guy.
interested in
Actually.
Formula One since I was younger, but I never took it that seriously because I don't know. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I love sports, man. Like there's one thing. Like there's one thing everyone can universally say is that they love sports. Like no matter what sport you play, like whether it's football, uh, what's again, basketball, baseball, American football, and soccer if you're American, which is or Socceroos if you're what's again Australian. Yeah, a sport is something that like everyone can universally love in it, because like it gives you like a feeling, like a euphoric feeling, or like for those anime nerds, it's like it makes you like feel like you're the main character in an anime, because like gives you like that adrenaline rush, or it's just me who feels that.
yeah,
Hello,
yeah. I
hello.
can see that. Yeah, I can. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get that. I get that.
Yeah, like both playing and like don't get me wrong, I love watching sport, but like I love playing it more. So basically, I've been playing basketball actually for the past 3 years now. Cause I'll tell you the story reason why. Cause I have a friend, right? And this guy is short, right? I call him Little Man, and I thought I could beat him in basketball because I was taller than him. I didn't. I saw he just destroyed me. Honest to God, man. Like ankle breakers, ankle breakers, what's again, fake pumps underneath the basket, man. This guy destroyed me. Like I was so bad at basketball. So obviously I got better in it, and now I beat him all the time. But yeah, man, like it was so looking back at it, it was so good to see like how much I progressed. Like before, I didn't even know I didn't even know how to shoot, man. I was practicing playing basketball with a football because I didn't even have a basketball. And until he gave me one to practice. So yeah, and now I watch the NBA, man, and like I started watching the NBA actually before I started playing football, which is strange. Before I started playing basketball, because I remember it was the 2012 2020 playoff season. It was the same year Kobe passed away, R.I.P. Mamba, and it was the Lakers versus the Miami Heat, right? And it reminded me of like the 2005 Champions League final between Liverpool and AC Milan, because like the Miami Heat went down, right? I think it was 2-0, right? I think it was 2-0, 3-0. But yeah, and it was like Jimmy Butler, who's my favorite, one of my favorite players at the moment. He had like what's it again? He just played his hearts out just to get a win, right? And I swear it reminded me of 2005 Champions League final with Liverpool, like the way they wanted that comeback in it. And I decided right then that I'll be like a Miami Heat fan. But unfortunately, we lost the series, so we didn't get a comeback. But yeah, man, it was just the heart thing. Like he put it all in, put all his heart, his work and body, and like his teammates let him down. But like I don't know, man, it was just so like nice to see that in it. Like it's like in like an anime where the main character just goes all out just to win the battle or to win the fight.
Yeah, I can understand that. You could just tell, like, yeah, just those situations. You're an example, like, of basketball, just like you pointed out when Kobe Bryant passed away, and then the LA Lakers had that game. They paid their tribute to Kobe, but in that game they lost. They lost badly, and I was just thinking to myself, Kobe wouldn't want Kobe wouldn't want to see this in real life.
Yeah,
So I feel like the next best thing for them to do was to win the NBA championship. And you
yeah,
can just see how much not only did it mean to them, but it meant to the family, to Kobe's family, because it was it was emotional. It's emotional, and they had to do it for him. They had to do it for him. Um, Same thing could be said with the World Cup final that happened this year between Argentina and France.
nah,
And
fuck,
honestly,
nah, nah,
I wanted
nah,
France
fuck
to
that World
win
Cup, man.
because I wanted to see them.
It
I,
was rigged, bro. I don't. We don't talk about the World Cup, bro. It was rigged, man. We don't talk about that, man. With no, that was World Cup was rigged, man. We don't talk about that, man. Let's talk. Let's stick to NBA, bro. Like something I regret.
wait.
I regret not watching basketball early yet, because I regret not watching and experience Kobe when he was alive, right? Because that guy, he was so good, man. Like I wish I watched him. I knew of him before he passed away, right? Because honest to God, man, the guy was just so good. His mentality was good, and once again, he was so inspirational, right? Like he looked up to MJ, right? And then he became like, well, people say a carbon copy, but I think Kobe's his own guy in it. Like I don't think even if MJ was never the was like never a player, I still think we still would have Kobe. Probably he wouldn't be as good because he didn't have we probably wouldn't have the drive to be better, but we still have him. But now he was just so good, man. Honest to God. And I remember once again, how do I say it? He won three NBA championships. He did like a three-peat with him and Shaq and Peter. What's again? I think Peter Jackson. The coach was Peter Jackson, right? And everyone's saying, "Oh, he couldn't do it by himself," in it, right? And then Shaq obviously left. I think Shaq left to the Miami Heat, where he won a championship with Dwayne Wade, and that's his fourth championship. And Kobe finally got his fourth and fifth, right? And he got two final MVPs, so like cementing himself as one of the greatest because he proved to the world that he could do it without a Shaq. So he was just so great, man. Like other great basketball players that I look up to when I play is obviously MJ, because that guy did two three peats, man. Like that hasn't been done. LeBron, and actually one who's pretty surprising is Steph Curry. Because Steph, like he had like a slow start to his career, right? And he had like a lot of ankle injuries whatsoever that he had to deal with. But eventually, like obviously he got through those ankle injuries. He found once again ways, once again to play. I think he just became one of the greatest shooters ever of all time because he practiced and practiced in it. Like he practiced his craft. And like I know a lot of people say, "Oh, it's the cliche or inspirational, all that stuff," But like you can learn a lot from people who are at the top, especially in the game field. Because even though, okay, like let's say some of them, okay, they were lucky, all that stuff, they still worked hard to get there. Like for me personally, I want to be a surgeon, right? I want to be like the best of the best. And every day I'll be like, I'm going to try my best, I'm going to learn this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to try to be the best surgeon I can. Hopefully, eventually, I'll probably be a surgeon for like a big club in it. That's my dream goal in it. Like probably like a big club like a Liverpool or what's again like probably NBA or NFL team because NFLs get a lot of what's again a lot of injuries, especially like ACLs, what's again tears and all that stuff. But we'll speak about that later. But yeah, man, like they worked hard to once again to get where they are, and I'll be like, you know what, I can do this as well, don't you think? But yeah, anything you want to add?
Yeah, like when it comes to sports, like nothing. There's nothing like sports because I feel like that's the only thing that would really get you on your that would really put you on your toes from the drama to the goal to the point scored to the heartbreaking moments to reactions. Like
Community,
everything is just within sports. Yeah, and yeah, like
especially
when
how
you
they
talk
build
about,
community as
and
well, man.
not only that with sports, the fans of sports.
Yeah, fans. And how they build
Yeah, like
communities, because like
if you
I'll
think
be
about it,
on
for
Reddit, right?
example,
Oh, sorry, go on.
yeah, I just want to say that when it comes to like these communities, look at sports fans. Like you could see like sports fans in the United States, like they root for their club. They will die for their club because they are really in it for it. Whether it be basketball, baseball, look at like the all football clubs in Europe, in Turkey or in Italy, but that is mental, mental. Because sports is
Yeah,
that one thing universal language. Sport, everyone loves sports, and obviously, it's one of the reasons why we love the sport. But if you look at football, for example, probably the main reason why we all love sports is because of one man that created history and inspiration for many, many, many generations that came after his, is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Pele. Like, what?
I thought
Oh
you
my
were going to say
God.
Fernando Torres. Fernando Torres, Michael.
Listen,
Uh,
all I'm just gonna say
uh,
is, all I'm gonna say is, if Ronaldo and Messi were not playing football at that year, or were not top tier at that year, he would have won that Ballon d'Or in 2008. That's what I'm gonna say about it. So
yeah, my favorite
Pele,
player. He's my favorite player of all time, man. Fernando Torres.
probably the greatest footballer that ever walked as he's won 3 World Cups, which to this time now, I don't feel like there's anyone that has won that many World Cups. Like that is
No,
unheard of. I feel like he also won a World Cup when he was like, was he
he was a
was he like
teenager.
between 17 or 19 years old?
Yeah,
He
he was
was
a
a
teenager when he
teenager when
won
he
it.
won the World Cup. Yeah, he was a
Yeah,
teenager when he won it. Like, imagine now they ask you, "What were you doing when you were a teenager?" I said, "No, I was just going to school." While he was out there winning
yeah,
World Cups for his country. And the funny
yeah,
thing is, at that time round, Santos was probably like the best football team in the world at that time, which is also insane as well. And funny fact. I mean, funny fact. Fun fact. When Ronaldo, no, fun fact. When Pele even went to Nigeria when the Civil War was happening, The war stopped for a few days because Pele came to the country and played football in Nigeria. Like, who else could do? Who else could do this? Like, the only thing I can think of is when Ivory Coast qualified for the World Cup in 2006. Drogba picked up the microphone with his players and he was telling everyone in Ivory Coast, please, for the love of God, stop fighting. And it worked, but no one could do it like Pele. Everything that players are doing, Pele did it first. The Ronaldo chop,
That is true.
Pele did it first. The chip, probably Pele did it first. Everything skill you could think of, Pele did it first. And always the
Yeah.
debate of the greatest football player of all time. For me, I'm never going to say it's between Ronaldo or Messi. For me, it's always between Maradona and Pele. Like those are the two main
But,
top tier players of football. But Pele was just an
yeah.
element above the rest, and no one will
Like,
ever reach his level. No one can act because he
yeah.
was insane.
Pele,
At the
like,
age of
if it
82,
wasn't for Pele,
he
football wouldn't be what it is today. Oh, sorry, passed away. Sorry to cut you off. If it wasn't for Pele, like, football will never be as how it is looked at. Because he revolutionized the sport in it. He was like the pioneer of it. Like, the one thing we all love about football is that you can play it with anything. Like, I remember back in secondary school, right? We used to play football with a duster, man, or like a bottle cap. Like, it's not like other sports. For example, like what's it again? Uh, football, like American football. You need a team for that. Basketball, you need a hoop. Hockey, what's it again? Hockey, you need a stick. Like football, you can play with anything in it, and it's like the universal sport. And like Pele was like the pioneer of it. Like I never watched Pele. I only seen his highlights, and man, like obviously you can't judge players based on different eras. But like Pele, the guy's called Kim Pele for a reason, right? Honestly, God, man, 3 World Cups, man, played in one of the greatest leagues at his time in Brazil. Even though people say he bet a lot of farmers, but those were a competition this time. I don't know, he's the greatest of all time, man, and he will be missing the football world. Maradona's gone and Pele's gone, and like nowadays, what's again? Like our generation now is Messi, Ronaldo. Our children's generation is going to be a different player, and like now, once again, like our parents' generation, well, when Pele died, some of them, like not talking about our parents, I'm talking about people from their generation who watched Pele. Some of them were crying and upset because, like for them, that's their goat in it, and it's going to be the same for us when Messi and Ronaldo eventually pass away. That's going to be our goat, and it's just that's just life in it, That's just football, right? Like, I remember when Maradona died, Pele was like, "We're going to be playing football. Hopefully, we'll be playing football in heaven together," which is not going to happen because obviously, we don't believe in that. But it's a sad little thing. But yeah, man, King Pele, man, the goat, and now he's gone. Anyway, yeah. Oh well, what can we do? Anyway, uh, before we go to the next topic, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? By the way,
honestly, I don't know who the remaining teams are left. There's just one
yeah.
TikToker that I see he supports. I think he supports the Seahawks. So
Seahawks. All right,
I
he's
think
he's
he
he's,
said that they
he's
made it to the.
disappointed. He's
Oh
going to
yeah,
be
by the way,
disappointed.
yeah, his Seahawks are playing against the San Francisco 49ers. So
Yeah,
I don't know about
they're
them.
pretty.
So what I
They're
so what I
pretty good.
see here, the 49ers against the Seahawks. Then it's the Bills versus the Dolphins. The Cincinnati Bengals against the Ravens. Jaguars against the Chargers. The Vikings against the New York Giants. And is it the Tampa Buck? I don't know. The Buccaneers
Tampa
against
Bay
the Dallas
Buccaneers.
Cowboys. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Dallas Cowboys. So
yeah.
I don't know who's gonna make it, but I'll tell you one thing. When I went to France, there was this person that that was in my class. I won't mention his name, but let's call him Daniel. Now Daniel, from the United States, he's from the state of Missouri, and he wanted the Cincinnati Bengals to win. And I didn't understand NFL at the time, but I really tried to understand it. It was them against the LA Rams. Now, anything I know about the LA Rams, I did not want them to win because Stan Kroenke owns that club and he owns Arsenal as well. So I don't. Apparently, he took the LA Rams from their original state of say wait Missouri. I think I can't remember. He took it from a state within the east side, took it all the way to Los Angeles, called them LA Rams, and I stayed up all night to watch that Super Bowl, and I wanted the Cincinnati Bengals to win just so that the Rams don't win. Unfortunately, it
Yeah,
didn't go how I wanted.
Joe
Yeah,
Burrow
Rams
fumbled
won.
it. Yeah, yeah, Joe Burrow
Yeah.
like he choked, man. This is I started watching NFL because I watched NBA. I was like, you know what? I always love watching the like NFL movies, such movies about American football, such as The Blind Side or what's it, Titans. So I was like, you know what? I might as well watch NFL because I always wanted to play American football, man. Because I loved playing rugby as a kid. So I was watching, and I would love to play NFL. But anyway, I support the Kansas City Chiefs, and the reason why I support them is because they wear red, like Liverpool. That's the only reason. I know, very childish. I picked a team that I'll support for the rest of my life because of the color. But anyway, yeah, Joe Burrow once again he fumbled the bag. He choked in the last few quarters in the game because they should have won it. Like this is YouTuber I watch. He's called Barry McCockiner. That's not his real name, but that's his YouTube name. And he talks about NBA and NFL. And he was saying how Joe Burrow choked. But yeah, man, it's the so anyway. Let's talk about the NFL because for some people who don't know. So basically, the NFL is like in NBA we have Eastern Conference and Western Conference, right? And so like for the NBA championship, there's always going to be a team from the Eastern
Can I
and
point one?
Western
Can I
Conference,
point
right?
one thing? Sorry.
Go on.
Okay. Can I point one thing out before you carry on? I know you were just
Oh,
talking about
sorry.
Joe Joe Burrow. Isn't he like one of the young? Isn't he like one of the youngest players in the team?
He's 26, bro. The guy's not young, man.
No, no. What I'm trying to say is, I swear there was one player they were talking about. Like he was a bit young. He carried the team for most of it. You know that he was injured at some point during that year. He came back from injury,
Yeah, yeah,
but
that
obviously
is
when
Joe Burrow.
injured.
He's 26 though, but he's not young. But like in NFL terms, probably yeah, because like usually they have to because most NFL players have to go to college. It's not like an NBA where most of the time they finish college. It's not like an NBA where you can just like go like a year or two in college and just drop out. But yeah, Joe Burrow is pretty good. He's the guy who knocked us out. The what's it again from the playoffs, the prick. But anyway, yeah. So basically, we have two divisions. We have the AFL, African Football, sorry, American Football League, and NFL, National Football League. So basically, like the Eastern and Western Conference. What's funny?
Yo, man said Africa.
No, no, because
You
I
said
read a place that said
African.
African, yeah. I swear they said African Football League in it, and it was in my mind. It's like African Football League. Turns out it's American, yeah. But yeah, there's two conference. So basically, this is the wild card. So we have the Buffalo Bills versus the Miami Dolphin. The Bengals versus the Baltimore Ravens, Jaguars versus LA Chargers. That's in the AFL. And then we have Kansas City Chiefs, which looks like they don't have to play a wild card because they have the best record. Then we have the Philadelphia Eagle in NFL, Philadelphia Eagles. Then we have the San Francisco 49ers, the Seahawks, the Vikings, the New York Jets, I think, yeah, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Dallas Cowboys. So basically, this is my playoff prediction, right? So between Buffalo Bill and Miami, I think what's it again? Uh, Buffalo. I think Buffalo are going to win because Buffalo have I think Josh Allen, who's actually a good quarterback. Actually, Josh Allen, yeah, Josh Patrick Allen. He's a good quarterback, so I think he'll help them win. And I don't think Miami have like Tyreek Hill, but I don't think they're that good. What's it again? Bengals versus Cincinnati. What's it again? Cincinnati. Hopefully Cincinnati win, but Baltimore Ravens are good. They have what's it again? What's his name? Lamar Jackson. Hopefully if he comes back from injury, so I say Baltimore, but if not, it's gonna be Bengals because they have Joe Burrow. And then we have Jacksonville versus LA Chargers. I say LA Chargers. I'm just gonna say LA Chargers because I don't really know much about them too. So therefore, we have LA Chargers versus what's it again, Cincinnati, I think, and the Bills versus Kansas. Kansas win. Also again, Jacksonville versus what's it again, the Cincinnati. Cincinnati wins. Then we have Kansas and Cincinnati in the what's it again, finals. Kansas is going to win hopefully AFC division. And then we have in the NFL, we have San Francisco versus Seahawks. I say San Francisco win because San Francisco have a good quarterback. And I forgot what's his name again. San Francisco 49ers. QB. What was his name again? I think because the guy always talks about him, man. Jimmy Garoppolo, yeah, because
You
he
want me
always
to
says
look up
he's really.
the roster? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to figure out what's happening with Abdullahi. His connection is not doing the best, it seems. So
Can you hear
until
me
he
now?
comes back,
Can you hear me now?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where did I stop off? Where did I stop? What were we talking about? Did I talk
You were
about
talking
the San Francisco?
about the 29ers.
Oh yeah, I was talking about. So basically, can you still hear me, right?
I think you were talking about uh, what was this would be the
Okay,
Seahawks.
I'll just repeat it. So basically, the Seahawks versus San Francisco, right? San Francisco would win because they have Garoppolo, who's a really good quarterback. And we have Vikings versus New York Jets. I don't really know about that. I just say on coin cost, Vikings probably. And then we have Tampa Bay versus Dallas, right? And that's going to be interesting. You know why? Because Tampa Bay have a what's it again? Uh, Tom Brady.
Explain.
And Tom Brady this season, he's not been good in regular season, right? I think he has a losing record or like an 8-8 record, one of them. But it's a bad record, and he made it. But Dallas had a good record. But there's one thing about Dallas. Dallas are like Man City, right? In Champions League, right? They always find a way to fumble the bag, right?
Oh,
So
pain in
just
the
because of
ass.
that, yeah, they always find a way to fumble the bag. Just because of that, I'm gonna pick Tampa Bay to beat Dallas, and therefore, uh, it'll be Tampa Bay versus Vikings. I say Tampa Bay win, and then the it'll be then because Philadelphia are going to beat I say they're going to beat San Francisco 49ers, so it'll be Philadelphia versus how do I say it versus Tampa Bay, and I say Philly will hopefully beat Tampa Bay. If not, Tom Brady is going to go to what's again his final, and it'll be a rematch between Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, and hopefully Patrick Mahomes will win and get his second Super Bowl. Because I need Kansas City to win. Because we lost. We lost the last time we played them. We got battered. It was like 9-31. We just got battered by Tom Brady, man. The prick. Yeah. So that's my predictions. Yeah, I watched the LA Rams one versus what's again Cincinnati, man. I was happy because Odell Beckham Jr. forgot his first ring in it. Like and the guy got injured in the game as well. Hello,
No win.
hello. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I mean, Odell
Yo,
Beckham
someone.
plays for the Rams, doesn't he?
Yeah, yeah. Well, he used to play. Now he got cut because he got injured in it. But yeah, he was in the Super Bowl. Did you not see him in the Super Bowl? He had like a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if he didn't get injured, he would have won the Super Bowl MVP. But he got injured anyway. So yeah, but he still won. So he got his first ring. I'm happy for him. But yeah, that's it. That's the NFL, man.
Well, good
And
for
then
him.
playoffs is going to be in February. The Super Bowl is going to be February. But yeah, anyway, that,
In
that
the Super Bowl are who?
so my predictions for the Super Bowl this year. Is that what you're trying to ask?
Who are your
Hello.
teams to reach?
Oh, I told you it's Kansas City versus Tampa Bay, and Kansas City to win
Yeah,
it all. Hopefully, but
yeah.
who knows, man? Hello, Usman.
Okay, okay. I hear that. So
Yeah.
into this, but if the Seahawks do lose to the 49ers, it'll be interesting to see because it will just be funny because of this TikToker called Austin White. He supports the Seahawks. And if they lose, I wonder how he's going to react on his Snapchat story. That's going to be something. But with the Cincinnati Bengals, whew, I don't know if they're going to reach all the way like they did last time. But I would like to see a redemption arc because they got to this last year. They didn't say, wondering if it could be their time to do it. Competition this year.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
so
doubt
sure
so, man.
about
Oh,
them.
I don't want it because then that means they have to beat the Kansas Chiefs, and that's my team, and I don't want them to lose because they beat us in the regular season as well, man. I don't know, man. He like Joe Burrow is just too good. He keeps beating us in the regular season, but hopefully Patrick Mahomes won't crap his pants this time and actually win because he fumbled the bag last season. Last season when we played them because we were winning, man. He just fumbled it. But yeah, that's NFL for you, man. Anything can happen because there's a guy called Aaron Rodgers. He's one of the greatest quarterback ever, but he's such a playoff choke in it. Because like you think about it, right? Like you could say regular season, like you could say regular season is basically like a league, right? And then equivalent to football, and then playoffs would probably be like the Champions League, right? So basically, he does so well in the regular season, but in the playoffs, because the playoffs is just like a whole different breed. Because people use different tactics, blah blah blah, and like you're more focused on the player, and there's more advanced stats and all that stuff in it, right? And like when it comes to the playoffs, man, a lot of people are playoff chokes. For example, I give you in once again in NFL, Aaron Rodgers, he's such a great regular season because he has like four MVPs in the regular season, but he only has like one Super Bowl, even though he's one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. So he keeps on choking in the playoffs. And then there's like in basketball, right? Patrick Ewing, he used to be once again, he's a great regular season as well, but in the playoffs he chokes as well. And he was a center for the New York Knicks in for the majority of late 1980s and late 1900s, because 1990s, sorry, because I remember it in the I think if I'm correct, uh, 91, 92, 93, 94. Yes, the 1994 NBA championship, NBA final between the New York Knicks and the Houston Rockets. He choked that one, and he lost to what's and he played really atrocious, and he lost to Hakeem Olajuwon. So yeah, man, he see a lot of people, a lot of players choking it. Fortunately, like there's a guy called PG-13 who's called Paul George. Yeah, people call him Pandemic P because he was so bad in the playoffs once, which is so funny.
Yeah.
And he was playing for LA Clippers. But yeah, man, that's the regular season. So, who's your prediction? Who's your prediction? Who do you predict to win the Super Bowl, Usman?
To win the Super Bowl, this is a knowing what I feel like this year might be tougher than last year's one. Uh I don't see. Wait. Are the Rams in it, or have they been knocked out?
Oh, they didn't make the playoffs. They didn't make it.
Okay, they didn't make the playoffs. So the games that are happening today, those are the playoffs, right?
Yeah, yeah, we're in the playoffs now.
Okay,
Regular season's finished.
okay. So it's now crunch. It's okay. It's crunch time now. So
Yeah, yeah.
hmm.
Because the regular season started, I think like September, October, October, yeah. And it was like 18 weeks, but I didn't watch much of it because of the World Cup, man. So yeah,
Yeah,
but I'm gonna watch the play. And plus, the
the
regular
World
season is so boring, man.
Cup was
It's like the
more
league in it. Like you don't watch every
important.
Arsenal game, do you? Right?
Right.
Mhm.
Let me just go through it game by game.
Okay.
So 49ers Seahawks. Ah, it's a tough one. I don't I feel like from what I heard, like the Seahawks are like they're on some good form. They did lose I think they lost about 2 games or something like that, but they're on good form. 49ers, I mean, they're just a staple. They're just a staple name when it comes to the NFL. Everyone knows who they are. And I go, might have to give it to the 49ers in that game. Bills and Dolphins, got no idea.
I'll
Got
say
no idea
Bills.
on that one.
Bi- Bills because of what's again Josh Allen. That's why. Because the quarterback is good. That's why I gave the
Okay,
49. That's why I picked the 49ers because of their what's again Garoppolo because he's what's again their quarterback as well. And
all
he's
right.
great.
Hold on. You keep talking. I think they're looking for you.
Aye. So yeah, that's my prediction in for the NFL. Yeah, and hopefully, I hope Patrick Mahomes wins his second Super Bowl and second Super Bowl MVP because I hope he's such a great player, man. Honest to God, man. Like, I just love watching the guy play in it. Like, obviously, he has some family problems because his brother Jackson Mahomes, because no one likes that creep, and his wife as well, who everyone dislikes. But this season, man, we haven't heard from them in a while, so I hope he wins it in it because last season, because of them, everyone wanted them to lose. But yeah. He wins the second Super Bowl MVP, and what's again? And I think if I'm correct, he's the prime runner to win the MVP this year. So second Super Bowl MVP, second MVP, and second Super Bowl man ring. I think he has a chance to like if he's playing better and better, he has a chance to be the undisputed NFL GOAT. But yeah, it just depends on how many Super Bowls he wins. Because I remember the guy Barry. If any of you guys want listen to, you should listen. If you want to get into NFL, NBA, you should listen to Barry because he's so good. What's again, and he has good humor as well. But yeah, he says what's again like Patrick Mahomes has what's again the potential to be the greatest of all time in NFL. It only depends on what's again what he does right now, and like he has to win more what's again Super Bowls and MVPs. I like Aaron Rodgers, man. He was great as well, but this season he just crapped his pants, man. I didn't play, and he played atrocious, man. Like really bad. Like I don't understand. Like how do you play this badly in it? Like I wasn't paid attention to Green Bay Packers this season. But obviously, like I said, I was watching most of the World Cup to be honest, and Liverpool were just trash. So this once again made I just didn't want to watch any sports at all. And my team for NBA is the Miami Heat, which are like they have like a 22-20 record, so they're not playing that good. And then the other team I like to watch if Miami Heat aren't playing are the Lakers, and they're trash as well. So like this season for me for sports has just been atrocious. So Kansas City Chiefs are like my last hope of redemption. Like hopefully if they win the Super Bowl, hopefully this season in sports will be good. But yeah, so basically yeah, like I said, Patrick Mahomes he needs to win the Super Bowl, get Super Bowl MVP, win the MVP, so he can be also in so he can be on his projection to being the greatest of all time when it comes to uh what's that again when it comes to NFL because he is just a great player. And no one likes Tom Brady because he's a prick. And he's overrated as well, man. But yeah. Anyway, you're saying Usman?
Well, I thought you were going to say people don't like Tom Brady because he just wins it almost every year.
Nah, cause he gets lucky when bro, he gets lucky wins like I swear to God, yeah. If you want it, like I can't explain it because I'm not like really great when it like my NFL knowledge is really shallow, right? It's like the shallow end of a pool, right? Like NFL is like a shallow end of the pool. NBA knowledge is like the middle end. Like football is the deep end, bro. I'm like, bro, like sometimes when people be talking about football and then they be saying like casuals, then they be saying some atrocious things. I'd be like, I just be watching them like, yo, what is wrong with these guys, man? Honestly, God, bro. Like, bro, my football knowledge is actually it's kind of crazy, man. Honestly, God. But a friend of mine, he has way better football knowledge than me, man. Bro, my guy said we were going to lose today and we lost, man. But then again, that was no brainer. But yeah, so basically, like Barry has also got a whole video on why Tom Brady is the most overrated player. You should give it a watch, man. And I explain to you why. Because I never liked Tom Brady anyway. And then watching that video just made me dislike him even more. Yeah.
Anyways, so Bengals against the Ravens. I want to see the Bengals win that. Jaguars versus the Chargers. Got no clue on that. What's the next game is the Vikings versus New York Giants. Probably say the Giants. Hold on, someone's at the door.
Hello? Hello? I don't know, I think we're experiencing technical issues, man. Oh well, that's what happens when you're broke. You can't afford a podcast like these podcast bros in it. My days. Anyway, if this is still recording and people can still hear my voice, I just want to say, man, uh, thank you guys for supporting us for this past year. We hit 83 subscribers, and hopefully this year we hit the 100 subscribers. Last year we were just so busy with college and stuff, like college life, work and stuff. That's why we didn't really post that much. But yeah, hopefully this year, 2023, we hit 100 subscribers. Probably even hit more. Who knows? Allah Alam. Inshallah, man. But yeah, man. Thank you guys for everything, for sticking by. And hopefully, once we get next podcast will be when we hit 90 subscribers. So better tell your friends to like and subscribe. And hopefully Usman will be back before we can continue. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, man, great player, great. Hopefully, going to be the greatest NFL player of all time. And yeah, for those who don't know, man, top three players all, my top three players now in FFL would be what's it again? Number one, OJ Simpson. Yeah, joke. That's jokes. That's jokes. I'm joking, man. Before anyone tries to cancel me. Number one, what's it again? Tom Brady, because he's the goat. Then Eli Manning. I think so. Eli Manning. Which one? The guy, what the Manning brother with the big forehead, man. The guy who has the most. What's it again? I think that's Peyton, man. I don't know, one of them, man. Yeah, and third one, I have no idea, man. I'm not really that deep. That's when you're back.
Yep.
Hello? Where'd you go, man?
Yeah, I'm right back. Right here.
Oh, yeah. So, you're saying,
Yeah, my
we're
brother was
talking
messing with the
about,
door. Yeah,
oh,
my
yeah?
brother was. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, yeah. Talk about
Or can you
you
hear
talk
me?
about now you're going to say Tampa Bay versus Dallas Mavericks. Sorry, Dallas Cowboys.
Uh,
Your prediction for
I'll
that.
just say Tampa Bay Buccaneers to beat Dallas Cowboys. And this is with no knowledge of the NFL.
Yeah,
So
me too.
someone can
Tampa
hate me for
Bay.
saying,
Nah, Tampa Bay because of also again because of Tom Brady and Dallas because Dallas always finds a way to like fumble everything, man. They're like Man City, man. Honestly, because Pep Guardiola, they just fumble everything, man. But
you
yeah,
call
man.
them Man City, but don't you? Would you compare them to Tottenham?
Nah, because once again, they actually won trophies. Unlike Tottenham, man, won nothing.
So we call them either Tottenham or we call them Barcelona.
Nah, they're Man City, man. Because once again, Man City, because they do good in regular season, and once again, Spurs does shit in. Sorry, excuse my language. Spurs does crap in the what's again league. So like, and the league what's again like
It
compare
makes
the league
sense.
to regular season. So like Man City does good in the league, but like in Champions League just bottle everything. That's yeah.
All
But yeah,
right
man.
then.
So 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 basically, you pick Tampa Bay, New York Giants, Who else? Sorry, New York Giants. And then San Francisco. So San Francisco versus Eagles. Who do you have? And try guess whose favorite team, who supports which famous YouTuber lover cupcakes support the Eagles.
Don't tell me.
Yeah, yeah, he's an
Don't
Eagles
you?
fan. No, he's an Eagles fan. Yeah,
My God.
yeah, he's an Eagles fan. Even Barry's an Eagles fan. Yeah, but yeah, EDP. May his soul rest in peace when he finally dies of kidney cancer, kidney disease. Unfortunately,
Just
he's an
to let you
Eagles
all know
fan.
that's Abdullahi's opinion and not mine.
Poor chap. The lover of cupcakes. He's an Eagles fan. So yeah, do that. What information you're gonna do with that? So basically, Eagles versus 49ers. I have Eagles because they have the best record. What about you? Who'd you pick?
Between who and who?
Eagles and 49ers. Fran.
Wait, when you say Eagles, are you talking about Seahawks or someone else?
No, no, Seahawks are gone. Philadelphia Eagles, because once again, that's because like you said, you picked San Fran between the Seahawks, so they're gonna play the Eagles next.
Oh, oh, oh. 49ers. Still picking
Okay,
49ers.
and then after so then Tampa Bay versus New York Giants. Who do you pick?
Oh, Tampa Bay. Yeah, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay, then Tampa Bay versus Philadelphia. Who do you pick? Hello. Who are you gonna pick? Tampa Bay versus Philly
Hmm,
versus the
hmm.
Eagles. Philly do have the best record in the NFL. Yeah, NFL. Is this so in the NFC National Football Conference thing? I can't remember. But yeah, but Tampa Bay have Brady. So yeah,
I feel like Brady's just gonna do his thing and get his team to win.
yeah, he's going to play he's going to play crap for like 3 quarters and 4 quarters. He's going to do well. That's what he does, man. According to Barry, innit? So yeah, so Tampa Bay versus Bengals. Who do you think is going to win? Joe Burrow versus Tom Brady. Young versus old. The rookie versus the. This is like in cars. What's again? It's Lightning McQueen, even though Joe Burrow is a rookie, but anyway,
So Brady
Lightning
now.
McQueen versus. Huh?
Beating
Sorry. What? What'd you say? Hello.
Yeah, you were saying?
I was saying, who you gonna pick? Bengals versus Tampa Bay.
Ooh. I'm gonna go for an upset. I'm gonna say Cincinnati Bengals will beat Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Mm, okay. So I said Tampa Bay. You said Cincinnati. I say Kansas. That's our predictions. Because we got the World Cup prediction utterly wrong. Because Brazil, we said Brazil were going to win, and Brazil utterly flopped. So hopefully this time our predictions will be better.
Yeah, because I remember I said if Brazil doesn't do it, I hope France does it.
Yeah, they both flopped. But then again, it was rigged, so we couldn't we
Yeah,
couldn't anticipate it being rigged. So anyway, we still have two topics to left. We're going to finish them quickly. So what's the next topic, Usman? Bello Poarch, right? Usman's husband, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Let's
guy's getting
let's let's start with Bella Porch first of all.
yeah, that guy's getting the bag, bro. He's gonna make millions, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. He go, when women divorce their husbands, they get loads of money and get the bag, man. I'm supporting this guy 100%. Go get that bag, bro. Go get that money.
Go get that. Go get that money, boy. Six
I swear,
million
man.
dollars he could get because in California the law is 50-50, and apparently they did not sign. If he's going 50, he got 6 million for doing nothing. I'm kidding. Because that would win the wager they get absolutely nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, if we're going to go, I mean, I don't support it, but if you him his money and get that 6 boys, city boy vibes.
Yo, someone, your mic, I can't hear you. Mic keeps breaking. You're talking too
But
fast, bro.
that's a lot. It's the fact that she the it's the
Yeah, bro.
fact that she decided to keep it a secret. Like, if she was married,
Nah, like keeping a
she was
secret, man.
like,
That's
if you
not
know you're
fun, man.
married,
Because once again, you gotta keep things secret.
TikTokers, I
Or,
guess.
you know, give me money. He's getting the bag, bro. That's good for him, bro. He gets 6 million from doing nothing, man. He deserves it, for being her husband. Being a husband is a hard job, yeah, right? That's what staying at home father.
Yep, yep. All you have to do is just sit back,
Yeah,
divorce, get that money. That's it.
you know, yeah, that's Bello Poarch. Next up is our brother Tate and his situation. And all I have to say is innocent until proven guilty. Because there's a lot of times people go to jail, people get arrested, and they found out innocent. For example, our brother Benjamin Mendy, who's Muslim, he got 6 counts of them have been found that he wasn't guilty, bro. These are false
7.
allegations. So brother Tate is 7, yeah. So he's innocent until proven guilty. What do you think about Tate? Your opinion?
Uh, right now, it's just allegations. He might say that the kind of person to do it, but then again, we're not so sure because there are people in this world that get sent to prison for things they did not even do. So innocent till proven guilty. I'm not so sure about this whole fiasco that's happening. If he goes to prison, I don't think I'll be that surprised. If he doesn't, then I just say, yeah, just another Tuesday for him, I guess.
Yeah,
But
bro.
we have
I
to wait and see.
I don't remember he's a brother, because he's a Muslim now. Brother Tate now. That's what I call him. Brother Andrew.
Yeah, brother
Yeah.
Tate.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
He's a brother, Akhi. He's a Akhi Tate. So let's call him brother. But yeah,
Funny
man.
how
Innocent.
till proven
Next
guilty.
slide.
Also, I was gonna say
Next
I
slide.
find it funny how you said
Yeah.
it's
Go
funny
on.
how you say that you wanted this episode to be 30 minutes, but looking at it, we've gone 58.
Yeah, bro. Because we're talking about sports, man. We love sports, man. Honestly, God, bro. I swear, there's one sport I just want. When the NFL is gone, when hopefully when the Super Bowl is gone, we're gonna have one on the Super Bowl. Because honestly, God, man. Hopefully it doesn't get rigged. But yeah, man.
Hmm.
Because I believe every sport is rigged in life. I just hope it's rigged. Just hope it's rigged in your favor, man. That's it, man.
Every
Because
sport
I've
is
been watching a lot.
rigged.
I've been watching a lot of conspiracy theories the past few days, man. And bro, bro, man, this world is just messed up, man. Honestly, man. David Icke was right, man. And you don't know who David Icke is? Watch his podcast with True Geordie. Hopefully, inshallah, will be brother Geordie. Inshallah, after his podcast with Muhammad Ijab, I think probably he ponder about Islam and be Islam, become Muslim. But yeah, David Icke, man. He had like a 4 hour conspiracy theory, man. I should watch it again because it was so interesting. But yeah, anyway, that's the end of our podcast. Anything you want to add, Usman, before we dip? Usman.
All I just want to say is for everyone watching, I know we're like it's late, but New Year to everyone. Hope 2023 goes how you want it. Hope it becomes a better year than
And don't
in 2022 was for you. hopefully 2023 goes amazing for us. Hopefully we do bigger and better things this year, not just on the podcast, but in our lives. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to see what's going to happen this year.
Yeah, don't forget to donate to our Patreon. We don't have a Patreon, but like, don't forget to donate to that. So we can buy new equipment so that our mics don't once again be seizing off. But yeah, thank you guys for listening, and hopefully we see you guys soon. And hopefully next time we see you guys, we'll have 90 subscribers. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And with that, we'll see you guys next episode. Take care.